Hi friends, my name is Viv. Welcome to my Yummytown. Today we will be making pineapple guloyu, fried pork in a sweet and sour glaze with pineapple and peppers. It's an authentic Cantonese dish, well loved across China. So well loved that I, until very recently, still mistook it for a northeastern China dish. If you like the sweet and sour flavors of orange chicken but want to keep your Chinese cooking authentic, you should definitely try this one. The traditional cut of pork most often used for this dish is Boston butt, aka pork butt, the upper part of pork shoulder that contains the blade bone. This cut is favored for the large proportion of fat evenly marbling throughout the meat that will give the dish a juicy texture and extra meaty flavor. However, we are choosing a less frequently used yet still very common but way healthier option today, pork tenderloin. If you happen to cook for someone like my mom or my husband who's not a big fan of the taste or texture of pork fat, you can always go for this cut instead. And don't you worry about the texture. I'm about to show you just a trick to get the perfect juiciness. First, let's cut the pork into half-inch thick slices. Then in a bowl, mix the thin marinade with the pork slices and massage until the liquid is completely absorbed into the meat. Adding the extra moisture will improve the texture of the meat. In fact, this is also the trick that makes karaage, the Japanese fried chicken, super tender and juicy. If you ever see a karaage recipe that doesn't require this step, just don't count on the result to be juicy. Notice how the marinade has vanished? Next up, coat the meat slices in egg white. You can also choose to use either a full egg or just the yolk for this step. The yolk will give the coating a deeper orange hue when fried and add an umami yolky flavor to the dish. I chose the egg white because I didn't want the coating flavors to overpower the pork's flavors, but it's just a personal preference. Then we prepare the accessorizing ingredients. Cut the peppers into 1.5-inch pieces, dice up the aromatics, and drain the pineapple chunks. Now let's move to the stove. Heat up oil in frying pot to 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Dab pork pieces in starch mix till evenly and completely coated, and fry each piece for about 3 minutes. Let them cool on rack for 5 minutes. Then bring the oil temperature up to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and fry the cooled pork pieces for 1.5 minutes or till the outer starch layer feels hardened, and let the pieces cool on the rack again. While the pork pieces cool, we can get started with the other ingredients for the dish. First, let's flash stir-fry the herbs and pepper to create wok. If you're interested to learn more about wok, you can go check out my bok choy video. Bring the wok to high heat. Heat the wok up. Then pour in about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Once the oil starts smoking, stir in first the aromatics and then the pepper pieces. Look for the smell blend of aromatics, vegetable pepper, and light caramelization. That's when we add in the pineapple chunks. Stir for about 1 minute or till the liquid has dried up and the smell of pineapple is brought out. Add the sweet and sour sauce in. Make sure you stir before you pour, or the cornstarch may get stuck to the bottom of your bowl. Keep stirring while the liquid reduces to roughly half the volume and thickens to this sticky consistency. Turn the heat off, add the pork pieces in, and stir till evenly coated. Then plate and chomp. Thanks for visiting Viv's Yummytown. Hope to see you again soon.